Hello everyone, Gordon from Up North Bike here. Last video I showed you how to remove a screw that had lost its head using the screw extractor tool. The purpose was to remove my chain guard, which I carelessly broke. This video I'm going to show you how to repair that and hopefully make it look good as new without having to buy a new one. The only thing I won't be able to do, I don't think I'll be able to save the label, so I might just print a fresh one out, laminate it and stick it on when I'm done. We'll see. But first job is to clean all this gunge out. So to clean this, the first thing I've done is scraped off as much of the gunk under there as I can. This is paraffin that's already been used to clean a chain. I'm now going to use that to clean all this gunk off. So I've just been brushing the paraffin onto the inside and letting the paraffin do the work. Paraffin's a great cleaner for your chain as well, and it's really cheap from a garden centre, about £9 for something like 4 litres. Stinks, but it does a good job. So I'm now going to go over this with a cloth to get the rest of it off and then give it a good clean with some plastic cleaning products. So the hardest part of this job is going to be getting this label off, because it's designed to resist weather and all sorts. So getting that label off, I had to resort to brute force. I actually used a wire brush, so that's all scratched. So the next job is to polish that surface up so it's smooth again, and then we'll go about fixing that nasty crack inside. You can see that's a lot cleaner, all the gunk gone. Just the remnants of cleaning fluid and my fingers on there. So I've put some tape on there, but you can see it's not going to hold this in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a bit of plastic welding. So plastic welding is a simple concept of get a bit of plastic, similar composition. This is actually a tire lever for push bike. Hold everything in place, and using my soldering iron I'm just going to melt that plastic into there and into here to hold it in position, and then I can put some 2-part epoxy on to strengthen that and make it a better repair. Now I'm going to have to do something on the top because there's a gap on the top, so we might try a little bit of filler in that. But yeah, going to melt some plastic into there. So that's a bit of plastic welding to hold all of this in place. And I'm now going to strengthen the back with epoxy and then look at how to put some filler in here. That hasn't lined up properly, but it's only a repair, and hopefully it'll not be that noticeable when it's finished and painted. So just mixing up the epoxy here. The good thing about this is the glue, and it will work as a filler. So we'll leave that to set overnight, and then tomorrow I'm going to come back, sand all that down, and then spray that again and see how it looks. So we've left this overnight and it's glued and it looks a bit of a mess, but we're going to sand this down, get it flush, and then we're going to look at painting it. But that is now sturdy. That's nice and tough. That's epoxy has done its job well. So I've sanded this down, but you can clearly see these marks here. And what I'm going to do is use some filler I got here, and I'm ready to mix that just to smooth these off and try and make that fix as invisible as possible. So there we go, filled, sanded, tried to restore the pattern there. Next job is to wipe it down with alcohol to give it a good clean and then paint it. So this is the finished article. There's still a mark where that join's been made, but it's not very visible and you wouldn't notice that when it's on the bike. That's quite a good finish, I'm quite pleased with that. Had to use gloss in the end because I didn't have enough matte paint. I've put some clear coat on there, and when that's fully dried I'll just give that a polish and fit it to the bike. But that is a repaired chain guard. And if I turn it over, you can see it is definitely the one I repaired, because there is all the glue that I used to strengthen the back of it. So I'm not cheating. So that was a bit of plastic welding, bit of gluing, bit of filler and a lot of paint. But I'm pleased with the end result. If you found this useful, then why not subscribe to the channel. But I'll see you in the next one. Keep safe and keep riding.